Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to our channel. In today's fast-paced world, it's really hard and almost impossible to keep up with world events and everything taking place around the globe. And while the internet and social media give us real-time updates, there is just too much information out there, which makes it impossible for us to stay informed as functioning and working members of today's society. So, in today's fast-paced, interconnected world, when was the last time you heard anything about shaitan worship or satanic rituals? The answer most likely depends on whether or not you are exposed to today's pop culture and music industry, especially the American pop culture and music industry scenes. And if you consume music, and especially rap and hip-hop music, it's really hard to ignore the satanic imagery and satanic symbolism present in these lyrics and performances. Now, if you're thinking, why should I care about this topic when I don't listen to music? Brothers and sisters, we should realize that if you do not personally consume rap or hip-hop music, there is a high chance that somebody close to you or somebody in your household that does. And this is exactly why you should consider paying close attention to this topic. In a famous hadith, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. Meaning you're not a believer, a mu'min, unless you love for your brother what you love for yourself. Today, it's impossible to deny the clear link between shaitan and rap music. There is literally a new kind or a new genre of rap or rappers. They call themselves occult rappers or satanic rappers. And these rappers are known to incorporate satanic imagery and satanic lyrics into their songs and performances, similar to what some rock stars did back in the day. And there is a big debate going on right now amongst fans, critics, and even inside the rap community, meaning there are artists criticizing each other over the incorporation of satanic elements in their songs. So the debate taking place in this corner of the music industry is about the real reason artists do this. What really motivates them to incorporate these satanic rituals and satanic imagery and lyrics in their songs and even in some of their live performances.
امتثلت نقابة المهن الموسيقية في مصر لدعوات الإلغاء وأطلقت بيان أعلنت فيه سحب تصريح الحفل.
This kind of eccentric popular musician who performs bizarre occult rituals and uses satanic and occult imagery.
Some people think that these singers are literally promoting Satanism, while others think that it's a very effective marketing stunt that draws attention to the artist, usually because of the subsequent outrage discussions of people on social media. Literally following the principle of any kind of marketing is good marketing, or precisely any type of publicity is good publicity, including bad publicity. The goal is simply to get the attention of people no matter the cost. Other people think that this is just artistic expression at its finest, and that these artists have nothing to do with Satanism or satanic rituals. There is also a big portion of people who claim that these artists are not just promoting satanic ideology and satanic rituals, but it's much deeper than that. And they claim that these artists have literally signed deals with the shaitan, literally have sold their souls to the shaitan in exchange of money, success, and fame. And from my own perspective, I think that the exact answer so this question is not really important, because whether it's intentional or not intentional, whether the goal is worshipping shaitan or promoting the shaitan, shaitan got his way in a way or another. He achieved his goal already. He achieved his goal. Shaitan is the master of deception. Shaitan knows his plan is eventually going to fail, and so he wants to deceive as many people as possible. And it's worth to note that the recent rise of satanic rituals and imagery is not limited to rap and hip-hop music, but it has also been present lately in other genres of music, like pop music for example, in many songs and live performances. Some people who criticize these movements think that the goal of all of this is a push towards a world where Shaitan himself is worshipped. And in case you did not know, in 1966, a man from the United States named Anton LaVey founded the Church of Satan, and according to them, The Church of Satan advocates for self-indulgence, individualism, and the rejection of traditional religious and moral values. They have even created their own book, and they named it the Satanic Bible. And from the dates of its founding to now, the influence of the Church of Satan on pop culture cannot be ignored. Anton LaVey was an author, musician, and occultist. He had a diverse background, and he was interested in various occult and esoteric subjects. His influences included occult literature and psychology. His occult philosophy and writings were influenced significantly by a man named Aleister Crowley. And this man, Aleister Crowley, was one of the most famous, if not the most famous, occultists. And LaVey himself acknowledged Crowley as an inspiration and admitted to incorporating elements of Aleister Crowley's philosophy and teachings into the philosophy of the Church of Satan. And not only did Aleister Crowley indirectly influence the creation of the Church of Satan, he also greatly influenced modern Western esoteric tradition, magic traditions, and occulticism. He studied all kinds of sihr, magic, including traditions of sihr, meaning of magic, that existed in Arab countries. He studied Arabic occulticism, and he also studied the Arabic language. He traveled to many Arab countries. He even went on trips into the desert. In 1904, he visited Cairo, and he rented a flat, an apartment, and turned it into a temple room. Crowley also participated in black magic, and he tried multiple times to summon the shaitan. He also claimed that one of his books have been completely written by a demon he summoned that also possessed him. So this man studied magic most of his life, and he truly believed that it's possible to summon shaitan himself, meaning that he thought that it was possible to summon Iblis himself. So as we said earlier, some people who criticize the presence of these satanic rituals in the rap and music industry believe that the founder of the religion of Satanism worshipped Satan himself. They also believe that Aleister Crowley did the same thing, and they conclude that the goal of spreading this type of symbolism is to push people to start worshipping the shaitan, while others who criticize the imagery and satanic presence of satanic imagery in the music industry think that the end goal of these rituals and symbolisms is not creating a world where shaitan is worshipped, but the end goal is to promote and create a world where religion does not exist at all, a world where God Almighty is not worshipped at all, and astaghfirullah, of course, brothers and sisters. And the only thing that is worshipped is the self, meaning the worship of one's self. And they think that the goal of these forms of imagery and symbolism is a form of rebellion against the idea of religion, and that the end goal from this is to live in a society and live in a world where religion does not exist at all. And we Muslims know about the goal of the shaitan, the plan of Iblis. The Quran already told us more than 1,000 years ago. In Surah Al-Hijr, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, قَالَ رَبِّ بِمَا أَغْوَيْتَنِي لَأُزَيِّنَنَّ لَهُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ إِلَّا عِبَادَكَ مِنْهُمُ الْمُخْلَصِينَ. The shaitan, who was cursed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, swore that he would deceive us human beings, the offspring of Adam alayhi salam, and tempt us. And the shaitan has no power and no ability to deceive those who have a strong faith, meaning a strong iman, a strong faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we all know that Iblis will succeed in deceiving a lot of people. And brothers and sisters, if you are scared of all of this symbolism and satanic imagery, just know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, إِنَّ عِبَادِ لَيْسَ لَكَ عَلَيْهِمْ سُلْطَانٌ, which means that Iblis has no power over those who follow the right path. Overall, this topic is very big, and there are a lot of things to say about it, which cannot be discussed in only one video. But overall, it's important to know that this kind of messaging is out there, and that this kind of symbolism is out there, and we are exposed to it knowingly or unknowingly. And what's really important for us is to know about it, and to share this knowledge with our loved ones and with those who are important to us, so we can protect ourselves from the shaitan and inform those who are close to us, so they can protect themselves from any kind of messaging that represents the shaitan. Brothers and sisters, let us know What do you think about this subject in the comment section below? Thank you so much for taking the time and being here, and Assalamu alaikum.